Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to the channel Read with Rizwan. In today's video, we shall be discussing about harmful microorganisms. So let's get started. Disease causing microorganisms. Several microorganisms not only cause diseases in humans and plants but also in other animals. For example, anthrax is a dangerous human and cattle disease caused by a bacterium. Foot and mouth disease of cattle is caused by a virus. Disease causing microorganisms in plants. Several microorganisms cause diseases in plants like wheat, rice, potato, sugarcane, orange, apple and others. They can be controlled by the use of certain chemicals which kill the microbes. Food poisoning. Food poisoning could be due to the consumption of food spoiled by some microorganisms. Microorganisms that grow on our food sometimes produce toxic substances. These make the food poisonous, causing serious illness and even death. So microorganisms spoil our food. Spoiled food emits bad smell and has a bad taste and changed color. So how can we preserve our food? There are some methods that can be followed to preserve our food safely. The first one, chemical method. Salt and edible oils are the common chemicals generally used to check the growth of microorganisms. Therefore, they are called preservatives. We add salt or acid preservatives to pickles to prevent the attack of microbes. Preservation by common salt. Common salt has been used to preserve meat and fish for ages. Meat and fish are covered with dry salt to check the growth of bacteria. Preservations by sugar. Jams, jellies and squashes are preserved by sugar. Sugar reduces the moisture content which inhibits the growth of bacteria which spoil food. Preservation by oil and vinegar. Use of oil and vinegar prevents spoilage of pickles because bacteria cannot live in such an environment. Heat and cold treatments. I think you have heard about pasteurization. Pasteurized milk can be consumed without boiling as it is free from harmful microbes. The milk is heated to about 70 degrees for 15 to 30 seconds and then suddenly chilled and stored. By doing so, it prevents the growth of microbes. This process was discovered by Louis Pasteur. It is called pasteurization. Moving on, nitrogen cycle. Our atmosphere has 78% of the nitrogen gas. Nitrogen is one of the essential constituents of all living organisms as part of proteins, chlorophyll, nucleic acid and vitamins. The atmospheric nitrogen cannot be taken directly by plants and animals. Certain bacteria and blue-green algae present in the soil fix nitrogen from the atmosphere and convert into compounds of nitrogen. Once nitrogen is converted into these usable compounds, it can be utilized by plants from the soil through their root system. Nitrogen is then used for the synthesis of plant proteins and other compounds. Animals feeding on plants get these proteins and other nitrogen compounds. When plants and animals die, bacteria and fungi present in the soil convert the nitrogenous waste into nitrogenous compounds to be used by plants again. As a result, the percentage of nitrogen in the atmosphere remains more or less constant. Okay, that's it in the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the channel.